I'm Pure Light. Welcome to another episode of my Christmas countdown. Today we're opening day 10 of my Minecraft advent calendar. Push the button. We got some blue wool. And today I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you how I got all of that wool that I showed you in my shop yesterday. So here we are on the Crafting for Christ server, back at my base, and over here is my wool farm, where all the wool for my wool shop comes from. And you can see we've got all 16 colours of sheep down here, plus an extra white one, because people like to use a lot of white wool. And this is a very standard wool farm design, so I'm not going to show you necessarily the mechanics of it, but it is rather nice looking, isn't it? Very satisfying to see them all in their colour order, now that we can see their colours even when they're shorn. Up the top here, I put a couple of little ladders in just so that I can get up the top when I need to move in and out of the thing. I've used bits of carpet just to mark the different colours of sheep. And when you build this farm, as you probably know, it's quite important to build it out of glass, because you want the grass to spread when like this orange sheep, he's just eaten the grass from underneath him, and we want it to spread back so that he can get his wool back and eat it again and get shorn. So they're all in their places, and then these trapdoors lead to down below, which looks empty, but I'll show you in a sec. Actually, there's quite a lot of wool that we've already collected. So if I take you around here and down, we'll go down to the underneath. Here is the inner workings of the wool farm. So the sheep are up here, and the wool comes down here into this chest, into this chest, and into this chest. As you can see, this one's full of lots of dark blue wool, and half of that chest as well. But there's a high demand for wool on the Crafting for Christ server, so I actually made myself a supplementary wool farm too, to try and keep up with the demand. So, headed down here, where we've got a bit more space. I didn't think I wanted another farm on the surface, just because of the space and the noise. Sheep are a bit noisy. So under here, we've got, again, same design, even same pattern of where the sheep are. But in here, you can see you've got the stripes of colour, the coloured wool going all the way up to ceiling, marking it out as a wool farm. I think that really looks quite nice here, all lit up with the frog lights down below. And again, all the wool coming down here, and notice these little bits here have got carpets, and then underneath we're collecting the wool. This one hasn't been running for quite so long, but there's still a good amount in all the chests. Ooh, lots of grey. My wool business here on the Crafting for Christ server started off with just 2 sheep in this little pen here, and gradually I bred them up, then I dyed them to get all 16 colours of wool. You can see the remnants of where my sheep farm started. There's some white wool and the shears we've got left over, and handily enough in here we've got our shepherd villagers, and this guy sold me shears. So early on, before I had much iron, I was able to get plenty of shears for my sheep farm. I've organised the sheep farm here so that you can head round behind here, put the shears into the dispensers to keep shearing all the sheep. So these guys are all safely tucked away, but the other day while I was out and about on the server, I came across a sheep who was not safely tucked away. Let's have a look. I found this multicoloured Jeb sheep just hanging out on this ledge on a cliff where he couldn't go up or down. So I went to the rescue, put some blocks down so he could make his way down, and I led him back to where I think he belongs. All the way around the mountain. I even had to fight off a skeleton, riding a skeleton horse, bravely keeping my sheep safe, and brought him all the way in, back in to the sheepfold. As you can see behind me, I'm a bit of a creature of habit with these sheep farms. Here's another one I built in a single player world. And just like the other one, we've got a low barn-like building and then the sheep inside in their glass boxes. Here's a mini version of the sheep farm on my mushroom island with the sheep tucked inside behind the glass behind me. So if we come around the side, we find that this is just for a few colours that I needed here, but the same arrangement with the sheep up the top, and they're all being collected down underneath. I think I did a pretty good job of shepherding those Minecraft sheep. But let's have a look to see what today's Bible verse says about shepherding. Here we go. Day 10. From John chapter 10 verse 11. Jesus said, "I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." I don't know how you feel about being compared to a sheep, but these verses make it clear that being a sheep isn't so bad because we have a good shepherd, Jesus himself, who is even willing to lay down his life for his flock. Thanks for watching. Join me again tomorrow to open the next day of our Christmas countdown. Bye!